Okie dokie. Well. Alright. We got as big of an attendance as we're going to get for now. So. Anything anyone wants to go over before we start?
Well, I mean, let's just have a refresher of where we left off last time.
I always usually start that. I'm just more assuming in like rules-based stuff, any insider info kind of thing. No? Okay. So, alright, that's the case.
Hold on, sorry, what did you say?
I said, do we want to go over anything besides the recap? Like any insider info stuff you guys want to talk about? Any clarifications?
Oh, can I get the model real quick? I actually have the Wilfred model.
Wilfred Warstash.
It would have been funny if I did just make Wilfred. Next character idea, I just make Wilfred Warstash. However, I have to make him legally distinct Wilfred Warstash. Although Markiplier might find it amusing to see a fan playing Wilfred Warstash. However, that's the Fink model.
You want the screen sharing?
That's Clancy. God damn it! Did I not? No, that's Clancy. God damn it! I didn't upload this model. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to round 2 this shit real quick.
Alright. Well.
Previously on our amazing adventure within the Zetithian realms, these random schmucks decided they were gonna pick up a job that was just casually posted on a random ass piece of wood in the middle of the market. Fucking idiots. Well, I guess for them, they managed to get some job from the Jarl, which allows them to go overseas to another continent that has no business having them, while being followed by a robot that was possibly built out of scrap in a cave. That was his balls.
I am Tinkle.
That's why his... So anyway, we've got the majestic mystical entity who refers to herself only as Mistbane, leading them on her boat and apparently has a problem with people going on her boat that she did not bring on her boat. Also, there's a goblin. So, they're brought on this job to see if they can figure out why the hell the shit that's supposed to be coming in the harbor is not the shit coming into the harbor. They go across seas, they hear some tomfoolery among the harbor master and some other individuals, and what do they decide to do? Move along!
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Close the stream.
Wahoo!
Alright. So, as Alistair said, you guys came across these. You've heard some tomfoolery from the harbor master with one of his employees, and they were going back and forth about how possibly a massive shipment was stolen for clearly not the first time.
Okay.
Up to you to go from there.
Wilfred is going to, since Tinkle had to point him out, he's going to try and have Tinkle take him to them.
Tinkle may possibly lead the way. But first, player to DM. I know where they're at, right?
Yeah, they're right around here.
Alright, Pyro, can you... Oh,
Yes.
Hold on 1 second.
Tinkle will lead the creatures, the little ones.
Wilford loads armor-piercing rounds.
So, you walk up to the harbor master and the two individuals that's having a conundrum, and they obviously take notice of you approaching and the harbor master. All right, what can we do for you then? You need some cargo unloaded your ship too?
Hello, this one's designation is Tinkle. We are here for exactly what you said.
All right, and which cargo would you need removed from what ship?
This
That's
one,
not why
as
we're here. I believe my... Tinkle, we're not here to have cargo removed. We're here to find out what's going on with a shipment of cargo.
Yeah, shipment
Oh,
cargo.
yes,
Huh?
that
Are you
is
the ones
correct.
over from over in Evoria for the spices?
I believe that is us.
Yeah, well, shit hit the fan again. I got stolen again. Whoever this is that's stealing all these goods definitely doesn't want this town getting any goods.
Is the boat coming back, or is the boat gone?
The boat's fine. It's just everything on said boat is just poof.
Do you know when the goods were stolen off of the ship?
Around sometime in the midst of the night, that's for damn sure.
Where are the crew members currently?
Yeah, crew members right now, they're either trying to make sure that there's at least anything to ship off, which is highly unlikely, or they're just doing their daily duties of getting the ship prepared or filing for reimbursement of these goods, because this is the 4th time now.
Let's see. Have they considered sleeping in shifts?
Unfortunately, that's not the crew's job, that's the guard's job. And yes, the guard does do shifts. We've yet to figure out how the hell they're getting on the boats to ship them out. So long story short, we man them up in the middle of the night. Everyone gets a good 4 hours sleep, so that the ones that are meant to be overnight sailing are, well, rested up, and the ones that are working in the day are still resting. Somewhere in that time frame, the goods go fucking missing. When they do the check-in to make sure that all the goods are ready to go, right before they ship off, they're fucking gone.
This one suspects stinkiness at play.
Have you considered magic is at play here? There are multiple forms of teleportation magic.
That would be something if they did.
And Fink is just like fiddling with a pocket watch that she has on her person, just like, stupid thing. Work, dang it.
Might I be able to help you with that?
It's like, yeah. Like you'd be surprised at the kind of things nobility carries around.
This one would not be surprised. This one understands the troubles of nobility. Having served the Jarl, for instance.
Are tribal leaders considered to be nobility? Because isn't that what a Jarl is? A leader of a clan?
Debatable.
I don't
Suddenly
know.
Bowser.
Suddenly Bowser.
I don't
Where
know.
did we even find that Bowser model?
So long, Bowser. Okay, so Fink is like, well, honestly, like the watch is monogrammed. I don't know what it stands for though. While you guys were talking, I pickpocked it.
I'm sorry.
Elaborate what you mean, little one.
And she's
She's
like,
not really my associate. She's kind of just following me around.
and she's like, I'm sorry, I have say the opposite of what you mean, disease.
Perhaps this one can help make this watch functional.
Go ahead and make me a crafting check.
Which one is he talking about?
The one
I
that you're
assume-
having trouble with.
Well, while you guys are doing that, she's like, "Pardon me, I'm an expert on goods that I'm an expert on monitoring goods and whether or not they go missing, and perhaps I can be of assistance in finding out where those stolen goods went off to."
You want to be my guest?
Meanwhile, Tinkle's over here tinkering with the watch with the 24 on crafting.
And she so Fink is like she's talking to this guy, and as she's talking, she's doing like casual hand gestures and like just kind of like giving him a pat on the back, like just saying like reassuring. She's like, I'm one of the best kinds of people when it comes to finding stuff. Plus,
you do know this guy is 6 foot tall, right?
yeah, so she's more like
Patting his thigh.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fink is the shortest member of the party.
Yeah. And she's like, for example, and she's just holding up a belt. Here you go. You can take it back.
What do you mean take it back?
Well, this is your belt, isn't it?
He looks down and he's checking it. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
That should have been noted you were doing that beforehand.
I did. I told you I was like patting.
Right, but if you're gonna make
You
a comment,
did specify you were taking the belt.
yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be subtle about it.
Well, character-wise, yes, you can do that, but you need to make the roll for it.
All right, sorry. Still new to some things. Okay, let me pull up Fink's sheet here. Okay. $15 plus 3.
Okay. So he looks down, he pulls his tunic up, and he looks at the belt. I don't like this one. It's too many sticky. Too many fingers of theirs are sticky.
Wait, now that's rather racist. However, would you happen to have a pair of manacles?
Manacles. What for?
Locking the goblin's hands so she can't get us in trouble while we attempt to help you. I'm certain our automaton friend here could be stored in the cargo holders if he were a piece of cargo. Well,
I can help.
when does the cargo Or when does the shift change take place?
Well, shifts are always rotated every 9 hours, which would be from now from 7. That's for the midday shift. It's after all, it's only early morning. However,
When does
the cargo, should it being reimbursed by the companies we bought it from for thieves' matter, in the realm of, let's say, they agree, and they just reimburse us new product. It won't be for another 3 days. Carriage can only
3
move.
days is unacceptable.
No, carriage can only move but so much product for so far, but so fast.
It might not be so unacceptable. Well, if we think about it.
Sean, send me your character sheet.
Also, hi, Sean. Sorry,
Hi.
Sean.
Hello.
I was misinformed earlier.
Spank
when
him.
I was instructed to text
Don't
you.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Spank him.
No, spank Pyro.
no.
Spyro's the one who told me to text
Hey,
you
listen,
with bad
listen.
information.
Bends
Shit,
over.
Whoa!
Hey, listen, shit rolls downhill. Also, I'll have to. What level are we?
1.
One.
Ah,
So, if you would like food for thought, I still do need the knight and the warrior play tested. Granted, Alex is playing a knight.
listen, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kiss you. All right, listen.
Whoa!
I've already smacked your ass twice. I will make it a third time.
It'll be a friendly kiss, you fucking weirdo.
Whoa! Okay, I'm ready.
Thanks, I needed that.
In other matters,
What the fuck? That wasn't even directed at you this time. That was just in the air.
Also, while I cook,
Let him cook!
I had my first shot of alcohol today.
What the fuck?
It was gin.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Who hurt the person that made that?
you took a shot of gin?
Yes.
Wow, okay. Okay,
Who hurt
Brave
the
boy.
person that made
Brave
that?
boy.
Who hurt the poor bastard. I want to know. And why does my boss like it?
It was me. I heard him.
Gin is meant to be used as a mixture. You don't fucking take it straight!
Well, listen up, fuckhead. He
I
offered.
got a
I was like, sure, why not?
I got a question. How do I calculate passive perception again?
You don't.
It's 10 plus any bonuses that you would be given to perception.
Plus your
Okay,
perception.
so I have a
Plus your
16 in passive perception.
So can I? So I basically say, point me to the direction of the stolen goods. I'll see if I can find any clues as to who took it, and maybe where they might have taken it.
The harbor master just blinks at you blankly. If I known where the hell they were, we'd be getting them our damn selves. So no, I can't point you in the direction of the stolen goods.
No, I mean,
Mr. Harbor
point
Master,
me
hold
to
on a moment. Tinkle, Fink is on the right track. Mr. Harbor Master, I believe what our associate here means is, can we see the cargo ship from which they were stolen from? So that way, we can assess it and try to determine the point of entry ourselves, as we were sent from Evoria. Miss Bain, would you produce our papers if needed?
Oh.
Evoria
It's you.
to...
And she just looks at him and just grins. You know you still don't... You dare bring that up. We've already covered it. We've already been over this. Yeah, but you still... No, don't you dare. If you would like to keep what's remaining of your fingers.
Apologies if I make an odd noise. Whenever I burp, I taste hand sanitizer. The same hand sanitizer that motherfucker gave me over half an hour ago.
The gin?
Yes, it's hand sanitizer, I swear to God. It wasn't normal gin either. It was a Japanese-made one.
But,
So what, sake?
No. It's a Japanese-made gin.
Yeah, it's a Japanese gin.
know-
Like how I
I
have
don't
Japanese
know
whiskey.
what-
Sake
I don't know
is
what
simply
it is.
rice wine.
Rice wine. Yep.
I don't know what 6 fucking botanical parts they put in, but that shit did not help.
So
You
yeah.
cannot do that. Again.
So yeah, Fink says, point me to the direction to where the crates were stolen. I'll investigate from there. Like the ship should have a clue as to who stole it and where they took it.
Yeah, well, if you get something, that means you guys got something better than we don't.
Well,
There's a reason why I'm permanently banned from Gnome Depot.
From where?
don't ask. It's the most bizarre interdimensional shop. You never intentionally go there either.
Tinkle is uninformed of Gnome Depot. Please elaborate. As I
No.
hand back the watch to the
Tinkle?
little goblin.
You're better not knowing, because the more you know about it, the easier it is for you to get there, and the easier it is for you to
Get
experience things that no one should have to experience in a normal day.
So, as Tinkle hands you back the watch, Fink, you notice as you look back down to it, not only is it now ticking and working properly, it's also polished, glass polished. Everything inside of it is like pretty much brand new. You have no idea how he got it this clean, being that it was already pretty much brand new when you got it. The only difference is the level of shine. And it's
Damn.
obviously ticking.
And she just she just reaches into her pocket, pulls out a sticker, and just sticks it on the back of the watch. It's like, there, now it's monogrammed for me, Fink.
That's a sticker of a horse's ass.
Well, what can you say? She's quite the jackass. Anyway.
Yes. That's a donkey!
Oh man, that's great.
Insert Batman slapping Robin meme here. As Wilfred shouts, that's a donkey.
He's like, yeah, sit down. No, wait a minute, that's a donkey! I love the sudden realization of like, yeah, that's good. Wait a minute.
So Fink's gonna go where the am I able to get on the? Am I able to give it on the ship?
So he's gonna lead you all to like an off-screen portion over here. Hey, Tori.
Yes.
Hey, there's a guard.
There's a guard.
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 Guard. There's a guard.
Guard.
There's
This
a guard.
guard.
Shit, guard.
Guard.
That's a god!
Jimmy when he's coked up.
Watch out.
Hey, there's a guard. So for those of you that have no idea what's going on, Payday memes.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Answer for you.
What do you consider? What do you call Warforged in your warp?
Warforged.
Oh, okay.
At least for right now, until I decide to change it.
Same thing, tater towner, pretty much.
Sir, can you stop playing with my model?
Warforged.
I was
is-
fixing it for you.
what do you-
Thank you.
Huh? Wait, hold up. What? What do you mean?
Hmm?
What are you saying?
Huh?
What did you say?
Oh,
Huh? Not me. I didn't say anything. I said
Wilfred's mini was upside down.
No, before I thought you said no. Warforged is still the same, but then you said something else.
Oh, okay. No, I said okay. Call him Warforged.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Wahoo! Another robotic being. Let's go.
I would like to
Won't
point
be-
out we
won't be
do
happy
have
about
two artificers and a knight.
Do not be happy about it. It is
We're
not a
go-
good thing.
We're gonna continue to have no party healers.
I'm going to be.
Oh no, this is gonna be great.
It's not going to be happy for you.
So they walk you over to another section of the docks where you see a ship that is easily 3 times larger than Mistbane's and is probably the biggest ship you've seen in this harbor yet. And from what you can see, there's at least 24 crew members walking around on the main deck, if not offshore, loading and winding rope and stuff. They look like they're taking things off and checking them, and whatever they have already checked, they're putting back on.
Damn customs agents.
And like Fink's just like,
Oh my god, it's my greatest nightmare. Custom agents.
Fink is like, ooh, I'm gonna need to empty my pockets. Get out of there, Seamus. Feather be Gora. It's like you just go back to where you came from with the leprechaun people. Call me sometime.
Hey, wait a minute. I take offense to that.
Why did you have a leprechaun child in your pocket?
Oh, it could be yours, my friend. It could have been Ariel. Oh no, I've been found.
You fucking sounded like the.
Why is there an
Fucking
Indian crab?
No. You sound like the crab from fucking the Little Mermaid.
That was the idea. It was just
no.
Sebastian.
That's
That
what
is
he was
exactly
trying to
that is
do, but he's
exactly what he sounded like.
his ass started off too much into his Indian accent.
I don't know about that one, G.
It's like, so yeah, like Fink's like, there, the leprechaun's out of my pocket. Now I get more room.
Yes, but why was there a leprechaun child in your pocket?
Lucky Charms.
Wilfred is considering seeing if he can at some point push Tinkle into the ocean. He's just gonna yeet that son of a bitch overboard.
So Fink goes over to the ship and tries to board.
No one really stops
Tinkle will
you.
follow.
Yeah, no one really stops you. They just see you go on, and judging by the way that you're just strangely dressed and with the harbor master, they assume you're here for some reason.
Excuse me, can someone take us to the cargo hold?
Which one?
The
Sorry.
one that keeps getting robbed that's designated for Evoria.
A lot of fucking zero.
We're here to try to figure out what caused this whole mess, and if we can.
Sean, what's your HP die?
It's a D12.
Cool. Make it a 12. Add a D6 roll to it, and then obviously add your fit mod to it.
God.
But yeah, Fink is like, we're here to try to find out where the stolen goods went off to and who took them.
Well, yeah, you've got 3 cargo holes to look through. Then let me bring you down to the lower deck.
It's like, excellent.
So
That makes sense.
this guy, ginger hair, then it's pretty much like combed back, like you would see in some of those like fucking Italian mob boss hairstyles kind of thing.
I was gonna say, does he have a comb over?
Yeah, not a comb over, but a comb back.
Oh no.
Ginger hair, and he's got a mustache going on, like your basic bitch, just you're growing a mustache kind of thing. Doesn't look like it's well kempt. Got a decent amount of scruff on. Very patchy. Basic sailor's wear. He's got the white with the sleeves rolled up. What looks like very beaten up equivalent to what would be denim jeans, but leather.
Why was it turn his perception with damn S?
So he leads you down, and you notice immediately the interior design is way different than any other ship you've seen. Mostly because everything is mostly open space, with the exception of the cargo holds being just a straight, I can't say a vault door because it's wooden, but imagine a wooden vault door.
Guys, get the thermal drill.
And it's just
It'd
like,
make more sense to get the saw, Sean.
it's like, this place is bigger than that dragon tooth that I harvested.
The what?
It's like,
Oh,
Don't mind her.
yeah.
She has Tourette's.
Don't worry. She's got a mental illness.
Shiver me
Like-
timbers!
Shiver me. I'm shivering me timbers.
Pyro, I have
yeah.
a question.
I have an answer.
Does detect magic detect residue of magic? Like, could I see if a spell had been used in there, but not necessarily know what spell it is?
Detect magic, at least in mine, in the Detect Arcane, what it does is very similar to how it does in the way you're thinking of it. If there's any present, it will give kind of like a glow of a certain color that matches the commonality of that school of magic. If it's not present, but it has been there for the past 15 minutes, it will give like a very light, smoggish mist. And obviously, the longer it's there, the fainter the mist. So it could potentially be mist. Pun unintended.
and
I see.
so Fink is going to look around these crates.
Which is the
There
primary?
are no crates present. They are
Oh.
just all you see are these massive vault doors made of wood with kind of like your stereotypical like ship steering wheel as the vault door with a couple of actual metallic knobs and twists and levers to actually put in a passcode per se.
So Fink is going to reach into her bag and pull out a pair of those goggles with the multiple lenses. You know those?
Yeah.
And she gets on all fours and starts sniffing the ground, looking around for any kind of clue.
Making
Sorry,
a perception.
Sorry,
When-
she was
when-
dropped
when-
on
when-
her head as a child.
It's like, wouldn't she have like a investigation check?
No, because you're smelling something. You're not hands-on looking at something.
No, she's using her goggles. She's sniffing the ground. She's feeling around. She's using all of her senses.
That's perception.
That's perception.
The difference between perception is and investigation is and
Hmm.
No, the difference is what do you see, what do you hear, what do you smell, and what do you see while looking through this item you're interacting with?
Pyro. I was doing it in more of the sense of just making how you would, because is how I would think when looking at a room, but is how I would think as I'm investigating through something. Anyways,
what did you say to do with my?
So we got a 20.
make it a 12 plus a d6 plus your mod.
We got a 20.
Plus your mods.
It's a 19 plus 1, so 20.
Oh, okay. You hear a lot
Working
of
class.
you hear. Did you say a working class 20?
Yes, I did.
Go fuck. All right. Well,
White
you
collar.
so you hear a lot of just commotion just from the fact that there's a lot of people working and doing their basic jobs. You see a lot of wood, and you smell a lot of wood.
Wood.
If you had to take a good guess, it's probably oak.
And she's like, I haven't smelled this much wood since that one time at the pirates brothel.
Did I ever tell you about this one time, my buddy Keith?
Oh, hey, oh. Sorry, had a bit of a stroke there.
So, hold up. Everybody, hold up.
No, I don't think I will.
Alright, now I forgot what I was going to...
Continue on.
Oh, yes. May we see into the main hold being used for the Ivorian cargo?
Well, that's all three of them.
Yes.
So she gets fed up. She's like, flips down the lenses and starts looking around with the lenses.
Could you open the door to the or to the center vault.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Reaches into his back pocket and gets like a very shittily put together like notebook. Pretty much looks like he took tree bark that's very flexible and just stitched in pieces of paper, and he starts flipping through it. Okay, vault number 2. We do this, we do that, we do this, flip this over here, and then turns the wheel clockwise, and you hear like something scraping against the wood, like it's wheeling in something, and then he just pushes the vault door open. Bone dry empty. It's a little dark in there.
So Fink's gonna look around with her goggles.
Anything special about these goggles, or they're just goggles?
They're goggles that she uses to it's like being an artificer. She usually uses them for like magic creation and stuff, but she also uses them to see like details that would normally go unnoticed.
Okay, but what are the stats of these goggles?
I didn't get the stat. I didn't get the
They
stat.
have attached magnifying glasses.
Huh?
I didn't get to stat the goggles.
Okay, so for now, we'll just say that they're just basic goggles for now, until we get them statted out, or we figure out how your artificer stuff is gonna play into it.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you looking for? What are you trying to do?
She's basically doing forensics.
That tells me nothing. A forensics is like 5 miles deep worth of a job. I would know. I took it for 2 years.
Well, she's doing forensic science to find like a hair, a fingernail, a clue, any kind of clue that would show who's been in here, who shouldn't be in here.
So it's kind of hard for you to really deduct anything, being that there's nothing on the floor, like not even that much dirt or dust. If there is any dirt, you can assume it to be from literally any boot that has walked in and out of here, whether it be meant to be in here or not, because there's bunches of people in and out of this room for carrying cargo.
So Fink's looking around. It's like whoever stole this stuff is a stretched bunghole.
I'm the great Cornholio. I need some TP for me bunghole. But I have no bunghole.
Wolford's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay. So you get a few things that pop up. The first thing is Miss Bane, and you struggle to even look in her direction because you're basically getting flashbanged with magic essence. The second being the Harbor Master, who is kind of just like in the background watching. On his right side, you can see what looks to be a very mystic-y, not a yellow, but more of a blue. It's kind of like a mix of a yellow and a blue that's not green. It's like a baby turquoise.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Gives you the assumption of enchantment magic. And oddly enough, on the door itself, you can see a smidget bit of, it's like almost not there anymore. It's like very light, faint mist of just, you can't really determine the color, but you get the feeling it's conjuration.
I see. Now, my good man, he turns to the man who, opened the vault door for him. The doors themselves, do they happen to be magic?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Why?
I'm detecting some form of magic I believe to be conjuration. I'm not quite sure what schools teleportation or the spells of lock or the spell knock fall under.
Make me an Arcana check, actually.
But I believe it to be that someone has used some magic to open the door without anyone's proper notice or gained entry via ill-gotten means. This is where having expertise really comes in handy. Yes, I got a 16 with mods. I rolled an 8, have a +8.
You're pretty. As you mentioned the spell knock, and just you get a smicket in the back of your head that you realize, oh wait, that's transmutation.
Yes, but I'm saying I believe it could be one of these spells.
I can use.
I also don't see what color the mist is because it's gone enough that I can't tell. But if I had to take a good guess, probably conjuration. But I'm not ruling that one out. But yes, I'm surprised no one had checked for magic before.
You really think any of us wash-ups really know that stuff?
You wouldn't think to ask any of the guard if they can check magic?
You really think they know that?
And
Why would there not be a singular member that has the capability to cast one simple spell?
Pay grades, that's why. You can cast magic, you're immediately promoted.
And they do not have a detective for burglary units that have a. It's not even good. It's not even difficult magic. It's, in fact, rather simple.
You know the commission cost is for an arcane detective these days? Not worth it.
And Fink says, "I think I have a way to track whoever did this. Hold on a second." And she reaches it. She's like, "You said it was on the doorknob, right?"
Wilfred stares and what fucking doorknob?
It's like, you said you said you saw magic. Where is it?
The door.
It's like,
As well as the harbor master, I believe, has some form of enchanted sidearm, and Miss Bane is blindingly magical.
so she's like, which door?
There stood in a vault with one door. Wilfred's just considering grabbing his repeating rifle and shoving it in her mouth and pulling the trigger at this rate.
She's like, oh right. So she goes. She's like, so you don't mind if I? It's like, no, I probably shouldn't. It's like, if I could, I'm gonna try to get a sample of some of this magic and bring it to a specialist who might be able to track.
Going to what?
Get a sample of the magic. I was going to take a chisel to this door.
So, Cinco, Miss Bane, how do we feel about sticking her in a barrel and just leaving her? Because last I checked, that's not not how magic worked.
Unless
'Cause
you've
I'm
got a
seeing
better
the
idea.
magic. I'm seeing the magical essence where the door should be, not where the door. Wait, Pyro, am I seeing it in the actual door, or am I seeing it where the door should be?
You're seeing it on the mechanisms on the door.
Okay. It's too late for it to be examined at this point. There's barely any magical essence there for me to notice. Just happens to be something I've often been trained to look for if I ever have to investigate anything. And that's not really my forte. It's manufacturing of magical goods.
And thinks like, I got an idea. Miss Bain, you could sense and tell about magic, right?
I was born in it, yes.
If I point out where it is, could you maybe like do like a investigative, like magic forensic reading on it?
Point out
Pyro, I have a
what?
question.
I have an answer.
Apples.
Does identify work on magical essence?
No.
That's what I was trying.
No? Okay.
I was trying to see if like there was a way to identify the magic.
What magic?
It's like the one where the door is, because there's like magic residue here, and I can't physically touch it, otherwise they put it in a jar. But it's right here. They said it was there, and they can see it. So if we could find out which kind of magic it is, we can maybe trace it.
I don't get paid enough for this stuff. She walks up to the door, literally just places her hand on it, and she just kind of bows her head and closes her eyes.
You should lick the doorknob.
About to cast a spell higher than any level the rest of us can.
Should lick the doorknob.
Interesting. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'd certainly like to meet this individual now. She picks up her head and takes her hand off the door.
And thinks just like, don't leave us in suspense. What did you find?
Something none of us know that even existed.
A dumpster.
What?
That's what I would like to know. No spell I've ever interacted with. Whatever it is, it's brand spanking new. Someone just invented it.
And she's like, so something we've never seen before, huh? That's saying something, because I've seen a jackalope. It's going to have a wonderful marriage.
Wilfred, at this rate, now has put one hand on the butt of his rifle in contemplation.
If you get that joke, I'll be surprised.
Jackrabbit had been an antelope.
No, it's a pun.
Oh, I was about to say, because the only jackalope I know of is a jackrabbit and an antelope from the fucking Lunchable commercials.
But did you hear what I said after? It's like, because I've seen a jackalope. It's going to have a wonderful marriage.
I don't get that one. Anyway.
Get it? Elope.
No.
No.
But pretty much Miss Payne is explicitly just saying that this is a spell she's not familiar with. It's got to be brand new. It's something from recent times that have been discovered.
Well, then somebody around here is a regular ace, and whoever it is must be real familiar with everything. Who do you think is a good suspect? I personally don't know anyone in this town. I know their belongings, but I don't know anyone in this town.
There's always the Thieves Guild, but that's too obvious.
Obvious for you, not for me.
Why, you're part of them?
I believe she
I
is.
am not obligated to say yes or no.
You would be. You are on my ship.
And she's like, I might be persuaded to give that information, but you know what? I'll tell you what. For you, I'll give you a once in a lifetime deal. And she's like, yeah, I am a bit of a picket, but I hope to be a big name someday. It's like your deal.
So where's the deal part in all this?
It's like, well, simple. I'll give you a freebie. Anyway, she's like, I am the Great Fink Wrath, and I happen to know the Thieves Guild in and out. I've been in it plenty of times. I can get information from those guys for you. My escapades are legendary. Or they would have been if I had my people with me right now. People's the wrong word. I don't really know what to call them. But the point is, I can get you information. All you got to do is let me do my working. I should be able to find out where the Thieves Guild usually hangs out. From there, I can get the information. So, what do you say? What do you got to lose?
I still don't understand where the deal part comes in all this.
I told you, it's a freebie. That's the deal. I gave you a once in a lifetime deal. It's a freebie. I usually don't do freebies.
This goblin is giving me a migraine. Do we even want to know? Anyway.
The deal she's saying is she
I don't
will
care.
work for you for free.
I don't care about the deal anymore. At this point, I just want to know, where are we going to go from here? We see that these people are magically inclined to the point where they might be onto something, to some new breakthrough.
The Thieves Guild might have information on this kind of thing. If I can go in and talk to them, they might give us the information.
Talk to who? There's no one we know of.
Surely there'd be people in the Thieves Guild who know about me.
Why, because you're a part of them?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Right.
Again, I'd like to iterate, I am not directly associated with her, she's just been following me around.
And she's
the
like,
only two people I'm directly associated with here are Miss Bane and Tinkle. And
if anyone says that I am a thief out loud outside of this ship, I will fervently deny it.
Kind of hard to deny it when you have a truth potion slipped into your bloodstream.
I can still manipulate
that comes
the
in
way.
potion form now?
I thought they made a cream for that now.
Oh, what?
She's like, anyway, let's start finding leads by going to where the Thieves Guild would normally hang out. I'll handle the rest from there.
You just see Miss Bane and the Harbor Master kind of just lock eyes. Do we want to even trust the goblin anymore?
Again, I said we could throw her in a barrel and leave her.
I got big ears, you know. I heard that,
Okay,
Curtis.
Jumbo.
So she's like, Tinkle, you can understand. You've been the only one. You've been the only person here who has sympathized with me at this point. Surely you understand that I'm trying to get information to help you guys out.
When you look at Tinkle, he's just standing still, no response.
She is a common criminal, on one hand. There is the potential for her to actually get information. On the other hand, she seems to think she might be worth some money. Could turn her into the god, Miss Bane. And if she's worth any money, we could use that to buy the needed supplies. Or some of them at least. Or buy supplies to help us catch who's ever doing this.
The goblin even remotely tries to set us up, I won't hesitate to electrocute you to death.
Electrocute me or her?
The goblin.
Good.
Now, why would I do that?
Because you're a goblin and you're a thief. You already have bad morals as both, so you're just doubling down.
Wilfred just turns to Tinkle quietly and says, racist. Like he puts one
Once
hand to
again,
his
no
mouth.
response from Tinkle.
I can assure you that I have morals. I have morals, Globbit. I have morals, and one of my morals is I don't turn on allies. Because there's even honor among thieves, you know.
Is there? I've never met an honorable thief in my life. Shot many of them dead. Rather fun.
She's like, just leave it to me.
She is. By the way, at this point, you hear the hammer click back on Wilfred's revolving rifle.
So,
And the moment that happens, Tinkle draws his sword on Wilfred.
it's like, don't worry, I ain't gonna let you guys
ignorant
down.
machine, she is a thief, and I'm not using it yet. I'm prepping it in case a thief tries to steal or attack anyone.
And so, is there any way for me to deduce where the Thieves Guild is?
History check.
Might add a disadvantage considering none of us have been to this town before, Pyro.
She would have at least insider knowledge of rough locations. Because believe it or not, a lot of the Thieves Guild are stringed together, at least in some form of communication.
But does she know what town she's in to use that rough information?
Once she gets a hold of the map. She knows names, but she doesn't know where. But once she figures out where, she can put two and two together.
She got a 20. She got a 20.
So, from what you can recall, there's a town that is also close to the West Harbor docks that you can access through the sewers. So pretty much you have to find this town, get into their sewer system, and then from there, if you can recall correctly, they do have some kind of like passcode, kind of like password to get in fully. That is, if they don't gun you down just from opening the peephole and seeing that you're not in uniform. Not many really affiliate with this group just because of the fact that they are not just strict, but very precautious. They don't like anyone on their turf.
So things like, I know where to go. If anyone's willing to follow me, you're welcome to. But when I get to where I gotta go, you gotta stay behind. You don't want to go where you're not wanted, especially where there could be trouble. Thieves tend to not like ones that's not of their own ilk. Sometimes they don't even like their own ilk. Sometimes they
Tinkle will
don't.
put the sword away and go to follow Fink here.
And so, how long does it take to get to this place?
You don't know, being you don't know where you are now.
She's like, before I do that, can I have a map? Because I kind of need to see where I am.
3 gold.
It's like, and she's like, she reaches into her pocket, pulls out some. It's like, you're lucky I had a leprechaun in my pocket.
Again, that was a leprechaun child.
He still had gold on him because he lost. Because he lost a poker game.
A child.
He still had gold on him because he lost a poker game to me. Well, his paw did. But he should consider himself lucky because I set him free. Maybe that's why.
Leprechauns naturally, you know what? Never mind.
Leprechauns are about 2 feet tall. They're roughly the same size as goblins.
He was the runt of the litter.
So anyway,
That was still a child.
You pay the 3 gold to the harbor master, and he hands you a piece of parchment that's rolled up.
And so she looks at it.
It's blank.
The true dragon warrior.
And she's like, I could take your belt again.
I can take your money again. You never said you wanted one that was filled out. That's clearly a map scroll.
And she's like, there's nothing written on it.
Yes.
What is it in Braille?
Goblins are.
You said you wanted a map, and I gave you a map. You never said you wanted it filled out, so I gave you the map scroll.
Damn, genie ass. Genie ass type.
She's like, Miss Bain, is there a way to fill this out?
She just sighs and she reaches into her own backpack, satchel, whatever you want to call it, and she just unfolds her own map of the entire area and kind of just, with these little small shivs that are like the size of charcoal pencils, just nails them into the wall temporarily. Alright. We started over here, went this way. We should be roughly somewhere over here. So Sunrise Harbor again? You're in the Mountain Lake District. I'm sorry, what?
You don't get to the Cloud District very often, do you?
Suddenly, you just, as each of you look over, there's just a Warforged kind of just cross arms leaning against the wall and just peering into the room.
You should read it again.
Did it change?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Apparently, we're no longer a Warforged. Scrap that. This animator, erase that. It's not a Warforged, it's a Dragonborn.
And it's like, and Fink's like, oh
that's
crap! Fink's like, oh crap! He's come for the tooth. He's like, look, I had a reason for it. It was a gold tooth. It was very valuable. I can put it back. Just, I might need a dentist, and something that wasn't a crowbar.
Crowbar? Is that a Half-Life reference?
Oh my god. Somebody. Judgment waiver. This motherfucker now.
Also, Sean, what is your armor?
The skill
All right, so that's medium, right?
Yeah.
So it's 10. Your EL is 10, maximum of 2. For your agility.
I thought it was
agility.
maximum of
Which is
3.
a +3.
Is it?
Yeah, the maximum is a +3.
Oh, that's right. I did buff it.
Yeah.
I did buff it. I
Learn
forgot.
your own rules.
I'm sorry. I was using something for so long, and I decided to buff it and forgot the
However-
buff.
My agility is only 14, so it's +2.
Pyro, would you like
So-
to know how long it's been that way?
Long enough.
It was +3 when I made my entire campaign.
All right. Do you know how long it's been since I buffed it?
2 days.
Since I started making the core handbook.
A fortnight.
I forgot my own damn buff because it's been that long.
Damn. Brody forgot one of his goddamn revisions.
I really did.
It happens to the best of us.
Simple as.
So, with that, Miss Bane's just gonna peek over to the Dragonborn. Why, you know something about these parts that we don't? You mentioned the
Look
Cloud
at it.
District.
That wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You mentioned we're in the Mountain Lake District, and you said you don't get to the Cloud District very often.
You must have heard someone else. I genuinely did not say a thing.
Sorry, I picked that particular moment to practice my ventriloquism.
So
Remove your hand from the Dragonborn's ass!
God damn it!
You give a whole new meaning to Sister Fister.
Excuse me, release your hand from the dragon.
So Fink
I
says,
was more going Wilford was throwing his voice kind of ventriloquism.
so Fink says,
Also,
So Fink says, can you point us in the direction of this city? And she points somewhere on the map where she thinks it is.
Roll me a d8.
also goblins and leprechauns are the same size class, which means if they were the rent of the litter, they still wouldn't be able to fit in Sphinx's pocket.
3.
So, as you are talking, and you don't even look at the map, you just point your finger at it, and then you look over and you realize you're pointing to the middle of the ocean.
She's like, She's like, well, somewhere on this map, there's a city that there are thieves that are supposed to hang out, and I happen to know where it is somewhere. I just don't know where on the map because I need to find out where I am. And
She's trying to ask you, kind Dragonborn, could you point on the map as to where we are currently? Glares at the goblin.
Sure, let me go ahead and take a look at the map.
You look at the map and you immediately pointed out where you're at. You're in the Mountain Lake District on the northern side of it. If you were to walk for like a day, you would then be met with the moat border. So let's say for simplicity's sake, let me get my handy dandy thing here. Obviously everything over here is just water. Mountain Lake District would be about like that much, and obviously this is all land. You guys are about right around here.
who left?
What?
What? No one? It should
Where's
be
the
the general
mountain
area.
lake? This?
Should be the general area of where we are right now. What are you all doing?
So
We're trying to find.
I'd
You're-
let the
you were
tall
saying?
one speak first.
no. What are you trying to find, thief?
Like the Thieves Guild. I'm just here to sell some Girl Scout cookies. Goblin Scout cookies.
Girl Goblin Scout cookies.
You know, I went to a goblin camp not too long ago. Me and my friend were contracted. Well, he was contracted at least to go ahead and save some lady from it. I like you goblins. I like the way you die.
Oh!
You bleed a lot. I enjoy it.
And she's like, well, I can assure you that I
Why
am
is
not.
everyone so racist towards goblins?
Oh no, don't worry. I like the way everyone bleeds.
Tinkle will draw his sword.
And
Yes,
and
Tinkle, draw your sword.
thinks like,
Wrong sword!
you know, I remember,
Hold on! Put that back in your pants. He's looking to kill, not to fucking.
Well, on the bright side, he didn't make it unsheathed.
so
Thank
Fink
goodness.
is like, hold on. Let's just take a step back here. We're trying to find the Thieves Guild to find information about where these stolen goods went.
We're from Evoria trying to see if we can find where the stolen goods from, or well, we've at least been employed by Evoria, and one of our members is from Evoria. Well, two, really.
Plus, we just deduced that whoever took this stuff is really, really good at it and just invented stuff that we ain't seen before. And I think the Thieves Guild might have information on such a guy because they see and know everything about this stuff. So they probably saw him, or they know someone who saw him.
Okay. Who is the official from Evoria?
No, it would be me.
Technically, that would be Technically, that would be me, you, and the robots. Because I found the flyer and took the job. The goblin just happens to have been following us ever since.
And I'm your supervisor. Quite literally, that is just my
So
title.
you're
I
the one
supervise.
supervising them?
Quite literally, just supervising.
So you're the one supervising them?
Making sure it gets done, yes.
Okay, well then would you mind if I join? My friend's currently out of town. I
Yeah.
miss him.
Lovely. Well, the more hands, the more we can use, for lack of better terms.
You see him give this really wide, fucking creepy ass grin, but since he's facing towards you, it's. You know how dragons look when they're facing forward? You know how goofy some animals look from facing forward?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like some child didn't know how to draw a dragon, kind of gave up halfway, and then just like drew a smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's his face.
Tinkle has an objection.
So he's just beaming with fucking murderous energy.
Tinkle has an objection to this. This one threatened the little ones. Tinkle cannot stand for threats.
Yeah, it's probably an open threat. It's more of just an intimidation matter. I've dealt with this kind before.
And Fink just says,
I have one as a pet.
Fink just says, I remember the last time that I saw a rattlesnake curl up in my path.
The hell does the rattlesnake have to do with dragons?
Because this one's giving me the same vibes.
More racism.
Well, personally, I don't exactly have anything. I don't have anything against anyone. I just like to see the way they're in and squirm as I pull them out. That's, personally my deal.
Look, he's just a murderous sociopath, so as long as we
Exactly.
don't get in the way of him, we're fine.
You know what? You sound
He's
exactly like my best friend.
I've got a friend like you back home, but unfortunately, he also happened to be out of town when I got abducted.
And Fink just like climbs onto Tinkle's shoulders, like, those blades are rated E for everyone.
Oh man, that's great.
No, you misspoke. E for everything.
Yeah.
Everyone gets equal opportunities to be ripped limb from limb. As it should be.
He's like a tax man.
Leave my little ones alone, and we will not have an issue, little one.
Now you see Wilfred draw his right. Fucking tax man, where the hell are they?
I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying taxes.
That is exactly the current vibe of Wilfred.
Taxes where?
Tax man, tax collector, where are they? I swear I don't have a Molotov with their name on it.
Pulls out Glock.
He's like a tax collector, except he's cold and scaly like a tax collector.
Oh my god.
You just apparently blindfolded yourself.
Careful, I'm into that shit.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
So Fink just says, let's get a move on and find this town.
Well, the Dragonborn clearly sees where they're, an idea of where they're at, so let them lead the way. They at least know the
Yeah.
So they know the time to the town. You know how to get into the guild, it seems. So, 2 heads, 1 body, no brain.
I have a brain.
We can examine that.
You're about to just be ahead.
I have a brain, and it's in this jar. And you don't want to know where I got it.
Anyway, Dragon.
Does Goblin have pockets of holding?
Dragonkin. What be your name?
Never thought of that.
What do you mean you never thought of it? You don't
John.
have a name you go by or something
Even
that's
Tinkle has the denomination of Tinkle.
No,
We're all calling him John right now. That's his name now.
I don't have any siblings. Mother. I was inducted into it.
So when your best friend needs to get your attention from a far distance, what does he yell out to you?
Just called me Red.
Probably says,
But,
"Hey, dumbass."
I don't exactly like that.
We could always call him Rufus.
Chart. You can call me Chart.
Chart, as in like charter.
No. They're just Chart. No meaning
Yeah,
behind
right.
it. Just Chart.
Chart.
Bro, why is the ping so bad right now?
I have no idea. It's tweaking the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Yo. Lag be hitting it for real.
My computer is literally hitting the gritty right now.
Are you literally hitting the goodie? Drop down and give me 10.
The Gouda cheese, baby. Yeah.
I say right foot creep on when I eat it. Look around and stand low, make sure they don't see you. Alright, so this man is just going to exit the vault, and she's just gonna open up one of her notebooks and start scribbling something in it.
Do you mind if I ask what you're writing?
Notes.
About?
I found. Well, he doesn't know his mother, so I can't do anything about that.
Oh, I knew her. For 5 minutes. Yeah. About it. But, what'd you find? I like to know things.
Well, when they wanted to investigate the vault because of the missing goods, even though there's 3 of them and we're only basing all of our denominations off of 1. Odd, but I'll just roll with it. I'm just a supervisor, not a worker.
I can cast a spell again, and everyone else went ahead of what I was saying.
No, save your slots. But what I was going with is they found traces of an arcane energy, and when I dug deeper into its remnants, it's nothing like I've ever seen before. And I've been around for a while.
I don't think I would know. The most I've had experience with is a bard.
Raises eyebrow aggressively.
Let
My
me
best
guess, you killed
friend,
him.
Weirdo. No, he's still alive.
No. Well, I was thinking that before you said that he was your best friend.
Please, I actually have some people that are friends. Not many. No, just him, actually. And then that one did try to become my friend. She didn't last long. But anyway.
So, you clearly know the way, so why don't you, I guess, lead the way. Unless we have any other business with the being here. Looks at the rest of the party.
Again, I could cast the spell in another room, and we could confirm our findings that it's been used on the same spell, or at least what we think is the same spell, has been used twice on two vaults, which would indicate that at least 2 of them have been robbed by the same people.
Well, if they're saying that all 3 vaults are used for the same cargo hold, safe to assume.
Yes. But you did mention the of only checking one vault or one hold. Why do we keep referring to them as vaults? These aren't real vaults, they're holds.
You called it a vault, so I just stuck onto it.
Well, someone else started it and it distracted me. But we could always check the other ones that could help provide more useful information.
I'm just imagining this whole time Tinkle is just standing there like A-posed, and where his eyes are, there's like an LED screen that just has like a ticket banner that says stand by.
Yeah, pretty much. But then standby isn't necessarily standby, it's more taking the tinkle break.
Well, fine, go to the bathroom then.
No, that's what's going across the little LED screen.
Tinkle time?
Tinkle time, yes.
Christ.
Well, no, tinkle break. Tinkle break. Tinkle time, something completely different.
I heard he flushes out his oil. So, what do you guys want to do?
I guess we're following.
Would we check another hold before?
If you wish, I can just go ahead and wait out here while y'all go ahead and explore if you still want.
I mean, we're going to the same place.
Well, of course, but if you still have something to do here,
We don't.
Alright, I guess no.
Alright, 5-minute break. I need to take a water break and a piss break.
okay.
Yeah.
Order. Take the order. What's the order? What's the order?
Piss, then water. Because one is more
Water
urgent
is
than the other.
piss.
Followed by water.
He's pissing in a cup and drinking it!
No, that's not the same. It's not the same as hydration, dumbass.
It is if you know how to filter it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm fairly certain we don't all have the same amount of filters in our homes. So,
It's called the Brita filter.
you saying you piss into your Brita filter
Why, hell yeah.
and then you drink
Hashtag
it?
not sponsored.
Did you... No. Hold on. You
I
piss
don't
in your
think
Brita
Brita-
filter and then you drink it?
Yep.
Seek help. Seek help. Seek help. Now.
That's
seek
what you gotta
help.
do when your tap water don't work, man.
Nah, Chief. You know what you do?
If you say buy bottled water,
No. You go to your neighbor's house. Drink their
oh
hose
yes,
water.
just walk in
Drink
my
their-
neighbor's
drink-
house
no,
in
no,
the
no.
middle of the
Go
night.
outside. Go outside. Drink their hose water.
That won't catch me a felony.
Sleep.
Wait, what? Which one will catch him a felony?
Drinking your neighbor's hose water.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it's the whole neighborhood.
Wait. You're drinking the whole neighborhoods? You're drinking out of all of them?
No, the whole neighborhood doesn't have good tap water.
Oh. Heard.
Why don't you use the Brita filter to filter your tap water from your sink?
Because believe it or not, that technically classifies as a violation of my lease.
What?
Yeah?
How?
They're stupid?
Because I didn't get permission to use the Brita filter.
Okay, so
Wait, why do you have a British
don't
filter then?
don't
For
attach
whenever
it,
we don't have any bottled water. That's why.
don't attach it to the sink, right? Just put it under the sink and then use it.
Too much
That-
work.
Rather than pissing in a Brita filter.
Damn straight. Also, I think that this is gonna be demonetized for YouTube reasons. This is a joke.
Of course.
It actually is a joke.
Why would you?
It actually is.
Why would you ever do that? That's horrible.
But does the whole neighborhood actually have bad tap water?
Yes.
Damn.
So we rely on bottled water.
I have lied. I did not get water, but I added powder to make my water taste better.
That what?
Yay.
Why didn't you just, drink water?
Because I don't like the taste of straight tap water.
Motherfucker. It's water.
Look at this fucking bastard. So Pyro does live in Florida.
That's true.
Especially, and I live right next to a fucking lake where the water comes from.
Yes, Pyro and I live in the same area pretty much.
Let's be real here. It ain't Fort Jackson hose water.
Sean, that's probably the worst water anyone could drink here.
I drank that for 2 straight months, and I'm fine. Probably. I probably have some brain damage, but whatever.
Now you got some
Nah,
you got some
I got
brain
better.
damage.
I got better. I got better. I am better.
So, what are we doing, folks? We investigating another holding? Are we investigating the town?
Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see the town.
Well, I was gonna wait in case anyone here had wanted to investigate another hold or something. Yeah, in the ship or something. I don't know. You don't want to do that?
No one else wants to do it, so I guess I'm not gonna do it.
Well, no, I don't want to.
Hard.
All right. Well, yeah, I sort of know these streets, so I can lead you to it, but about getting in, I don't know. They don't exactly like me.
Do we want to know why? Or should we already assume the reason why?
What would you assume?
Mass genocide?
No. I haven't killed anyone in this town yet. Let's be real.
Emphasis on yet.
The true friends in this world are the thieves we've eaten along the way.
I'm sorry, Eaton.
Yum.
Have you never had human meat? It tastes quite good.
No.
Human, elves, lizard.
God, you like elf? That's gross.
I
Elf
don't
meat is so.
discriminate.
Hey, no.
Tinkle is
no.
a fan of dragonborn meat, personally.
Tinkle, you're a robot.
Robots have feelings.
But you don't need to
It's true, they
eat,
do.
and you shouldn't be able to taste, Tinkle.
My master constructed Tinkle with the finest details. And I'd like to roll an active deception.
Tinkle,
Alright.
you don't even have a mouth.
I'd like to roll a bullshit.
Can I?
I'd like to roll for bullshit.
What is that? Insight?
Yeah, it would be his deception versus your insight. And then I'll make the call.
Game master, one bullshit here, please.
Hands you a drink labeled bullshit.
I'm serving a bullshit, please.
And some a pile of bullshit.
Handmade.
Let's see.
bullshit.
Could be worse. Could have been horseshit.
True.
So I have a +3 in my deception, so that's gonna make a 23 total.
Goddamn, I got a 12.
So, when the Tinkle says the finest details, you kind of squint in doubt, but once your eyes start scanning over him, you begin to realize that there is definitely more details in his construction than absolutely necessary.
Tinkle, you still don't have a mouth. Where'd you input the food?
His hands.
Tinkle lifts up
Took me
the
a moment.
faceplate, and there is indeed something similar to a mouth.
It's just a track shoot.
He holds the meat.
No, dude, it's like a fucking trash chute that he puts the food in, and then it just combusts in the chest chamber. Instead of fuel, like gasoline, he lives off of food.
Nah, you know what? Nah.
Tinkle's favorite is macaroni and cheese.
It goes in. It comes straight out the same exact way, because it's just one straight hole through.
So that's why he burps a lot.
No. Think more along the lines of you guys ever see Scary Movie where Scream
one?
pisses out of his finger?
I'm about to say which one. There's like 12.
I know. Wait.
So are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Sure. Let's go.
Tinkle will take the rear.
I know I don't discriminate.
But
All
elven meat is so gamey.
Damn.
I'll have you know I taste delightful.
Prove it.
Char's just gonna stare back at you.
Hold on.
Not gonna say anything.
So do you actually say prove it?
Yes. Did she actually say she tastes delightful? Because that will determine.
And you say prove it. She actively begins to take off her cloak.
And
You realize I meant prove it by letting me eat a part of you, right?
She just smirks.
Char's gonna turn his head, with or without the wrapping. I don't care.
Is it chart or church?
Chart.
Chart?
Chart.
Okay.
With or without
I-
the wrapping, I don't care.
Tinkle's grateful that Master is not here to witness such disgusting behavior.
and Fink's
Oh,
like,
Tinkle, go sit in another room.
I need to eat. Man needs to eat.
We're
Crazy.
testing this now.
Fink is like,
Think you
people
can
say-
go sit with Tinkle.
it's like, I didn't even do anything.
So actively, we're just gonna do a fade to black and move on.
Oh, that one is next. Stop.
Yeah, so let's move on then.
Okay. No, we're just. And down the side of the way should be the way.
All right, I'm gonna need Tori and Shonda both roll me performance.
Buddy, it's gonna be all strength. I'm taking a chunk with me.
Oh, heard. The chart is gonna need me to make me a grapple check, and then Tori needs to roll the performance check. This is just spiraling out of control. Okay, come on.
Nah, geez. What's the bite force? Hold on, I need to know what the bite force. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Wilfred got a 12.
Weak. No. He's gonna go ahead and
She's had better.
He's gonna go ahead and point down the alleyway. I'm gonna ignore what that that said. He's gonna point down the alleyway, and he's going to just say, "Well, down that way." That
So
should
Fink's
be-
like, all right, leave this to me.
Yeah.
Don't mind
I-
the D20 rolling in the background. I'm just.
If I don't make, if I come running out of there, we run.
No.
No, because why would they know the rest of us are your associates? If anything, say we help them. We might get something out of it.
Don't
Money,
worry.
perhaps.
If you die, I'll eat your body first. Don't worry.
So,
Never cared for goblin much. Not enough meat.
as you each venture forth following charts and what little bit of knowledge that Fink has, I'm gonna need everyone to roll me survival.
I'm just imagining Fink going through the sewers.
That's gonna be a fucking 7, apparently.
The hell? You gonna come in? Oh, good baby.
RNG
That's
Jesus
true.
Society hates me.
Tinkle gets a 17 in that survival roll.
All right, let me put it to you this way: did anyone roll lower than a 13?
No,
Yeah.
Hold on.
one did.
She got a 20 again.
Okay. So apparently, Wilfred has become the Zorro of the crew. As there are numerous times where Wilfred tries to wander off, and we had to have a party member re-guide them back on the right path because they think it's a great idea to suddenly turn right.
Wilfred still is really disoriented from all that overwhelming noise earlier. In fact, Are we staying inside the city?
No, at this point you are out in the wilderness.
Oh, at this point, Wilfred's just seeing something like, hey, I want to go touch that. Or maybe, hey, I want to go shoot that.
Hey, lunch.
Hey, a bush to piss in.
No, a bush to tinkle in.
Badance.
So, going forth, chart based off of the map that Mistbane has, you would assume that you're about halfway there. If you guys were to keep going throughout the whole night, you would get there by dawn, or you have the option to stopping here at the clearing and make camp. It is starting to get dark.
Would you want to camp? No.
Does anyone want to take a rest here?
It may be intelligent to do so.
I'm fine with either.
Tinkle suggests that the little ones take a rest.
And Fink just kind of like pops her tent. And she's like, goes inside, hangs the lantern. It's like, all right, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the tent.
Alright, so Fink is going straight to sleep.
Chart's going to go ahead and roll out a bedroll and then
Hunk
stand
shoe.
there. No. Stand there.
Just standing there.
Rest of the people. Just staring at the rest of the group.
Tinkle will make a campfire and make preparations for dinner.
Survival check. Pretty sure I've got a thing for that. The fuck is it? The fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Hey.
Dude, these dice are loving me tonight. Let's see. That's going to be 21.
Alright. What the fuck, Richard?
And the whole time, Tinkle will be playing an audio track of let's see, what would be basically the equivalent to Ring Around the Rosie.
Hold up. I think I got something that'll do that. Oh, did I remove it? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I used to have Livana Polka, but as medieval.
Nice.
I've got other music here. I should know. What is this? There we go. All right, got the fire lit. Got a couple rations that you're just cooking over the fire. You're just heating them up, trying to make them at least more than just bland. So far, so good. Thanks, sleeping. We got Char T-posing over there. What is Wilfred doing?
Wilfred is sat on a stump, currently just rummaging through his bag, looking to see if he even still has a bad roll, considering he was abducted.
To
realize he does not.
Roll me a d4.
I don't see how that changes what's in my inventory. I got a 2.
You too? You dig through. You're pretty sure you don't have one until you realize that half of your stuff has been literally rolled up in a bedroll. And that's what you were using for like an extra measure of protection in your bag.
Wilford rolls out his battery and continues to sound the same. I guess we should do shifts for who's on watch.
I'll take the first one.
No offense, but I'm not sure how much I trust you.
That is fair. You only just met me. That only makes sense.
What about you, robots? Would you?
Tinkle is capable.
Tinkle, do you sleep normally?
Tinkle does not sleep in the way that the little ones do.
Yes, but when you go into your rest mode, do your sensors deactivate?
I don't know, Pyro, do they?
They kind of, and it's very similar to how like Warforged or any other like robotic player race would play as. It's
Okay,
they kind of go in like a standby mode. It's like you putting your phone in sleep mode.
Okay, because that's not how we established how Warforged worked, or at least one particular Warforged. Because when Armaeus did it, he was still visual. Because we talked about the way it worked. He just has to remain motionless and inactive for 8 hours.
Well, that's because he's a special breed.
Okay.
He's built different. Quite literally.
But that is literally, well, yes, he is. But the way, how all Warforged are worded, so I just figured I'd ask. Because they don't really sleep so much as they just enter not quite. What would the standby mode isn't the word I'm looking for. Or maybe it is because, except for their sensors don't turn off, so they still perceive things. For Warforged, but never mind. How long can you remain awake without sustaining injury?
In my experience, it's anything past 24 hours.
Yes, but would that deprive him of anything?
He'll be exhausted for sure.
That's not something that would be ideal.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm one of the weird ones here, apparently. I'll take first watch.
Alright.
I only need half of what you need.
That tracks.
Tinkle.
That does as well.
I mean, I've had a lot of experience with your kind, but yes.
What are you babbling about?
No, just reminiscing on the past. He's gonna go ahead and give that nice creepy ass smile at you.
Christ.
Alright.
Tinkle cannot tell if there is negative intention or if this little one is just socially awkward.
I would assume a mix of both.
I have been called both. My friend did mention that I needed to be more perceptive of social situations.
Who was your friend?
Oh, he's a tiefling. His name is Fane. His name is Fane. Yes.
Fane.
I quite miss him. Yes, Fane.
Don't know.
We're a wandering duo. People don't like me much.
So I'm stuck with a thief, a psychopath, a trigger happy.
I've not shot anyone yet.
I'm making a joke based off your gun.
Well, you could have been more accurate.
Says the one without a scope. Anyway,
It's
you'll rest up now, and I'll tend to my notes and get some reading done in the meanwhile. Should have brought Bryn. Damn.
Sure about what?
Bryn.
What is that?
He's my pet.
I was gonna say it sounds like more of a who.
What type of pet?
Dragon. A red one.
How big?
It would take about this big. And she kind of goes like full wingspan, like as if she's trying to gesture to like a large breed dog. He's only
I
7.
believe I knew someone that had a dog and a dragon like that as well.
He's only 7.
I believe theirs was 10. I believe she was a hero. I don't think she was an elf though. You notice that each time after this fucking random ass mumbling to himself, he's just gonna go ahead, bare those fucking sharp ass fangs at someone else. Nice big ass smile. Someone else is gonna get it. Gonna be.
So, is anyone doing first watch with Miss Spain, or no?
I can
Yes.
stay up with you. Oh,
Does that mean I get second watch?
mm, only if the robot is with you.
Why?
Tinkle agrees to these terms.
But why only if the robot is with me?
Because the goblin stands no chance at stopping you, and doesn't have enough. And I don't think it'll alert us fast enough if you decide to indulge your inner sociopath. Trust me, I have a
And
friend
a chance
who...
regardless if they're with me or not. One is just
Tinkle?
delaying the inevitable. Because I
I
give you a
have a-
smile again.
I would bet... Listen, shots. I would bet that 3 against 1 would win.
Yes.
Well, yes, I've not dealt with many machine in of his ilk, my kind, mostly studied the practice, never performed it. I can tell you now that I do know he is one meant to be rather durable. So I think he'd be our best chance at holding you off for a moment while the rest of us got ourselves up.
Of course, that's all predicated on the fact that he sees me.
At that moment, Tinkle will grab you by your shoulder.
Grab who?
Tinkle, the Dragonborn. Tinkle will always see.
Can you see that behind you? He goes ahead, points behind you. Can you see that?
Tinkle just rotates his head 180 degrees, I imagine.
Bruh.
Am I right?
Turn his head back and forth within a quarter of a second. What do my robot eyes see with a 14?
Behind you with a
Yes.
14, in that small smicket of a span of time, a blur.
There is nothing behind Tinkle. As the grip tightens a little bit,
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I was just saying. Could you see that? What happens when you don't look? What happens when you're looking at something else? Can't watch me all night.
You just very casually in the background hear the sound of something pouring, like a liquid being poured.
Tinkle will not remove his eyes.
And then you're just being a bad
Please have dinner. As Tinkle goes to hand you a bowl of rations.
Daddy, we've made pancakes. Don't worry, it's not poisoned this time. What do you mean this time? Yeah, don't worry, American, eat.
What type of rations?
Do you take the bowl?
Hey.
Yeah, as you look down at the bowl that's being offered to you, you're pretty confident that's what rations are like put together, and the robot turned into a very poor man's beef stew.
Food is food. Simple as. Of course. Gladly accept it.
Wilfred, please.
Tinkle. Oh, go ahead.
Sure.
Pulls out his own thing of rations.
So as you're pulling out your own ration, you could see in your peripheral vision that Mistbane has what you assume to be like something like a goblet, and she's pouring something out of her water skin that definitely does not look like water. It looks like a very.
Wine is the sour?
It looks very much like a vibrant orange, like an autumn leaf orange.
She got Sunny D.
You're drinking it this sour?
Do you
Sunny
want to go to
D-
bed?
Sunny D is just perfume that's pretending to
Oh,
be
why'd
orange
you-
juice.
What'd you say, Pyro?
Damn right.
Do you not want to go to bed?
The plan was for the two of us to take first shift together.
Yes, and then afterwards we sleep after.
Yeah.
It also takes time for the alcohol to hit your system. Oh wait, you're not enough. You wouldn't know.
But it does permeate you quite nicely. As far as my experience is.
Tinkle's now going to sit down in front of Fink's tent.
I don't know why, but as soon as I finished the sentence in my head, I just thought of jazz hands.
Nice.
Because it's just like, I don't know.
Now I've just pictured Dr. Krieger from Archer doing jazz hands.
It's because it's just like,
Yes.
oh, but alcohol permeates your body quite well from my experience. And then I just jazz hands.
The bartender at the Venus be like,
Yo.
"You can't tell me I'm wrong."
Jazz hands.
I just imagine the bartender seeing fucking Zyra for the first time in a while and just like, "You again?"
Holy shit, jazz hands.
Right.
Where have you been? No note? Car gone? You could have died! You could have been seen!
Gotta be more.
This is Sean, I sent you exactly what I pictured Chart did.
with someone else's hands.
Oh god.
Let me reveal with someone else's hands.
Those aren't maracas!
They are to me.
Alright, so, Tori, go ahead and roll me a perception check for the first watch.
Yeah, let me just roll a nat 1 real quick. Alright, I got a 14 plus 6, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Hey, working class 20. Let's go.
Or as some of my other tables like to refer to as a flaccid 20. So,
A white collar. A white collar 20.
as you're managing your equipment and just staring at the fire, you're poking at it, keeping it alive. You're not sure if it's wind or something else, but every now and then, you'll actually hear the trees off in the distance kind of rustling. It very much sounds like movement, but every good... fuck off. It does sound like movement, but at the same time, the wind blows at the same time as you hear the movement.
A guard.
Guard.
Oh, some I just thought of, because I'm playing your Canth or K9th. I
K9.
forget how the fuck you say it. Yeah. I have a +1 in all perception checks that involve sight, hearing, and smell. So it was actually a 21. I don't know if that changes anything though.
It's the same thing as that you hear stuff, but the wind is perfectly timed with when you hear it, so you're not sure if it's just you're hearing leaves rustling or something moving in the leaves.
Let's see.
Roll me a d4.
Wait. Roll the cult drop now.
That's a 4.
Deploy the cult drop.
After like the 4th or 5th time you get this experience, you begin to feel drowsy.
Miss Payne, I think something is going on.
Not really much. Why?
Suddenly, I have an onset of tiredness that I did not have before.
Well, that might be your body telling you it's time to go to bed.
I woke. Oh no, that was before we met that I woke up midday. No, I wouldn't think so. Normally I stay up a bit later. Looks up towards where the moon's position is in the sky.
You had to guess it's probably closer to like... It's definitely past midnight.
Could I guess if it's about 2, 3?
Survival.
Damn. Got an 18 with before mods. Hold on a second. I got a dirty 20 with mods.
Probably leaning closer to 3 a.m.
I've stayed up far later than this before passing out. Or before feeling the need for sleep.
Well, the night is playing an MP3 player.
What?
Do you not remember when Tinkle said he's gonna play music that's very simple to ring around the rosy?
Oh, that would have ended after I got done cooking.
Oh, never mind then. Either way, I feel fine.
Alright.
Well, it's getting about that time. So we're getting Tinkle and shots, we said?
Yes. And I think that should cover us for the rest of the night.
So Miss Bain will kind of like get up, walk over to the resting chart and kind of pat him on the shoulder as she's like kind of leaned over him. Why?
As
Yoo-hoo.
soon as the word "oi" starts to leave your mouth, his hand immediately fucking grips onto your wrist. Opens his eyes. Ah. Hey, let's go. Is it that time?
Would it seem so?
Thank you for waking me.
Would you rather I didn't?
I would have woken up regardless.
Would you rather I didn't? No. Oh, fine. Go back to sleep. frying pan.
Oh, but... Well, you have a great rest of your night.
We'll
You
see.
can see that. You see that creepy ass smile start to appear on his face again.
Christ.
Pretty much gonna.
Oh,
slide
hello.
Probably just gonna slide out of his sleeping bag. And then just get up.
So she's just going to lay out. It's not even a bedroll. It's more of just a decent sized, very thick wool blanket that she just lays down. It's about the same size of what you would imagine for like a picnic blanket. And then she uses her own satchel as both a pillow and kind of like an eye cover with using the straps.
He's gonna go ahead. He's going to roll up his bedroll. Going to walk over to her. Are you awake? Are you awake still? Are you asleep yet?
It's a lot longer for me to knock out like that.
Okay. Would you mind if I touch you real quick?
Where?
Your head, fool.
Sure?
Sleep.
Question
Goes
mark?
ahead. Fucking
Just smacks her the fuck out.
full fucking palm grips the back of her head. Now listen. From where his wrist starts to the tip of his middle fingers, probably like over her whole face, and then onto the very tip of her fucking head. So he just goes ahead, hooks his hand around the back of her head, lifts it up a little bit, scoots her satchel out of the way, and then just puts his bedroll underneath her head, and then gently lays her head down. Will this help? Comfier, at least, I'd imagine.
It's different, I'll give it that.
It's not a kindness I'd often provide.
Is it because I'm a woman?
No. Everyone is equal in my eyes. Don't think you get special treatment and no one else will. Everyone will. You're just the first.
Heard Miss Bane is his first.
This entire time, he doesn't have any type of inflection in his voice. It's just the same deadpan he's had the entire time. Still that sinister ass smile across his face.
Bruh, the more I used to talk about this, the more I think he's straight out of a fucking creepypasta book.
Nah.
What the fuck was that? That was weird timing for that.
Nah.
Don't worry.
I'm worried now. Hold on.
I am very worried. That was really weird timing for that noise.
Just don't consider it special treatment. Everyone gets special treatment. So it isn't special. Have a great night. Or whatever you would consider to be night. My daytime is around 7 a.m., so have a great 4 hours.
So what's Wilfred doing when all of this is going down?
Wilfred is adjusting his he's adjusting his sleeping or his bedroll so that he himself can have his rifle and have his rifle out and quickly grab it if he needs to. to while sleeping comfortably.
He's going to then move over to Wilfred. Hi.
Hello.
I see you're trying to get yourself into a position where your weapon can be ready. Or at least I think that's what
Yes.
you're doing. Unless you're trying to sleep with it. In which case I'd recommend some type of strap to go around your body and then sleeping on top of it.
Trying to have it ready in case of quick need.
So then just sleep with it by your side, inside your sleeping bag.
I need to. It's more something that's easier to use when not having to pull it out of a bag.
So, just have it right next to you while you sleep, inside of your sleeping bag so that no one else can take it, and then pull it out with you, with the rest of your body. So no one can grab it. It's easy.
Yes.
I just thought I'd give you that tip. That's what
Thank
I
you.
used to do. Of course. You have a great night. That sinister ass smile still permeating across his face. He's gonna turn his happy ass around. Did you wake the bot? No?
The botch. Yes, you should have.
Okay. Then I shall go talk with them.
Wilfred did is Wilfred near Tinkle?
On the map, you're pretty much just adjacent squares to him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wilfred probably just like nudged Tinkle.
Wake up!
Cool. The moment you nudge. Tinkle, booting.
Tinkle what?
Booting.
Tinkle is booting. Good morning.
It's
So
still
Tinkle
nice,
would gain the
Tinkle.
benefits of a long rest because of, the only needing the 4 hours.
Awesome. I like it. Please, little one, get your rest.
That is my plan.
So, Robot, how are you feeling?
Feeling.
Yes.
Tinkle is confident that he will soon find what he is looking for.
What is it?
What of you, little one?
I'm just looking for our fun. Though my fun is apparently much different than everyone else's.
Please elaborate.
Do you see that one right there? He's gonna point over at Wilfred. You see that one?
Tinkle
It's
sees.
fun. Do you know what I think is fun?
Please elaborate.
Watching that one sleep is fun. Do you see that one over there? The elf?
Yes. Tinkle
Watching that
sees.
one sleep is fun too. Do you see the goblin in their tent?
Yes.
Watching that one sleep is fun too. You know why?
Pervert alert. Pervert alert. Pervert alert.
Jesus fuck.
Because it is calm. It's peaceful. I think when people are awake, it's too Noisy. Ooh.
You just hear tinkle, no noises unless we need to fight, and no loud noises.
Tinkle apologizes.
Suddenly, an air raid siren goes off.
Just that I prefer everyone to be a little bit quiet. Only for my own pleasure. Not for everyone.
Then allow Tinkle to give you the quiet that you desire.
No. We have been paired together as a watch, and I don't want us to be quiet. We can talk. That is fine with me. I have no problem with it.
Tinkle is unsure how to take this news.
Take it whichever way you want. I don't wish for you to go ahead and take it any which way you so desire. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy speaking. People don't like how I speak. I just say whatever. Then I smile. People don't like my smile. Do I smile weird? My friend Fane told me I smile weird. Do I use too much teeth? Is that a problem? People do that too.
Tinkle is unsure about smiling. Tinkle is not very familiar with the concept of smiles.
I was too for the longest time. But then I was told to smile, and people started to not like my smile. I don't get what I'm doing wrong.
I apologize. Tinkle may not be of any help in this matter due to a lack of understanding of the concept of smiling.
It's not your fault. Don't worry. You don't need to apologize. You are perfect at being you. And that's all you need.
And what of you?
What about me?
What are your thoughts on the concepts of smiling, of love, of friendship?
That is a very big question to me. Smiling? Most animals use showing their teeth as a way of trying to scare people away, showing that they're angry, that they're ready to kill. Most people nowadays, or at least people, do it as a way to show that they're happy. Yet, whenever I smile, it seems to make people uneasy. Makes me think. Am I an animal? Do I show that I'm fearsome? Angry? Feel? Don't be wrong, I am. But not every smile is like that. As for love, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Again.
There you go there. I've never really heard of it. Aside from a few times my friend has mentioned it. But whenever I tried to ask him about it, he kind of shrugged the question off. And as for friendship, well, friendship to me...
Friendship is magic.
friendship to me is a sharing of respect. Tell me what not people do, but I offer the same respect to everyone I first meet. Now listen, it's not me particularly threatening to eat someone. It's me giving the person respect. I would expect them to do the same exact of me. If a person were to die, and I consider them a friend, I would hope that if it were the same case with me, they would try to eat my body. It is the biggest show of respect ever.
What of cremation or burial?
I've never known those things. People talk about that, but it's weird to me. Putting a body in a box and then burying it. You could just bury it. But no. Or cremation. Burning it. Letting all that energy go to waste. And for what? The person is dead. They no longer need it.
You bring up interesting points. However, Tinkle's programming does not allow him to view things in the same light.
In other words, you're wrong!
Come on. What is this love thing? What is it? Do you know what it is? Do you have a definition?
One moment. Processing the request. Found. Love. An intense feeling of deep affection. A great interest and pleasure in something. Feel deep affection for someone. Or like or enjoy very much.
There are a few things I do enjoy very much. I enjoy it when the warm cascade of crimson touches my skin, but I enjoy it because it is warm. Do I love warm? Or do I love the blood? I do not know.
Fun fact, chart used to be white.
I have things to ponder. It might take up more time, but I promise you, my guarding won't be affected. I can assure you that. I appreciate the talk. I have things to think about.
Of course. Going back to defense mode.
I'm gonna see Chart just blink off.
So, I'm gonna have you both roll me perception checks.
Sure. It'll be 14, Chief.
18.
So, you both notice, like, frequently throughout your conversation, and even now that the conversation has ended, you're more being perceptive. There's a fair amount of wind going on tonight. And there's been a few times where you think you hear something moving in the trees nearby, but at the same time it could just be the leaves rustling from the wind. Tinkle.
Yes.
There's been a couple points where you're pretty confident you're seeing the same deer more than twice.
What's the Dragonborn's name again?
Chart.
Sharp?
Chart.
Chart.
Like a map
Okay.
and chart.
Yeah,
Except with a YT, a YE at the end.
gotcha.
It's science.
Chart.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed the deer?
Yes.
Would you be willing to accompany me in investigating?
Hmm. Hold on. 1 moment. He's just gonna go ahead, take a javelin from his pack, and just fucking hurl that bitch at the goddamn deer.
Roll the hit.
Tinkle's going to try and interrupt it to try and stop him.
Alright, go ahead and roll me the hit, and then you roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yes.
Oh lord. That's gonna be a 17.
Gonna be a 21.
So,
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing with the right modifier. It's dexterity, right?
arranged, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, then it's gonna be a 21.
Yeah. And are you proficient or no?
What?
Proficiency or no?
Oh, I didn't add it. Hold on. Yeah, 23.
Okay. So, in just one fell swoop, Chart grabs onto a javelin that's like strapped to his back and just throws it like a fucking dart. Tinkle, you try to just reach out and grip it, but the sheer speed of it, it just slips right against your metal fingers. You slow it down, but just enough so that instead of you gripping it, you slow it down so it doesn't hit the deer, but just lands pretty much between its feet as it kind of looks down at the javelin and starts sniffing at it.
I nearly had it. Why'd you stop me?
The goal is to investigate, not eat it. However, that was a very opportunistic moment. Look at the deer. Most deer would be fleeing, but this one seems intrigued, not afraid.
That means it is stupid. I'm gonna go ahead. He's gonna go ahead and try to throw another.
Or perhaps it means it is more intelligent than we realize.
No.
After it, you notice after it sniffs it a few times, it takes one of its hooves and just quite literally stomps on it to break it. It's not successful, but it tried.
It's attempting to break my javelin.
Before you throw the other, allow me, and I'll start to walk up to the deer.
Okay. So as you approach it more closely, size-wise, it's about the same as like a doe, as far as like maturity growth. But this thing is very much more bodily built. Like its torso and like center body mass, it's most deer you know to be pretty thin. It's very ovalish. This one has got more of the body from where like the hind legs would be to the neck of what you would assume for most large cat animals. But the legs and the head accommodate for that same size. So it's proportionally correct. But it's definitely more beefed up than most deer.
It's a fucking kangaroo.
Cool. Hello, little one.
It just looks up at
Why
you.
are you here? Do you mind stating your purpose as to why you are here? And I'm going to actively try the animal handling in this situation.
Yeah, I was about to say, roll me animal handling.
That's gonna be 15.
It headbutts you.
Hey, Pyro,
What's up?
I'm just gonna post this in Legend of the Crystals because I thought it's a good joke. I just don't swear, so that's why I'm not gonna say it.
Ah, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, damn B.
Damn, B. I love it. Oh my fucking god. So it headbutt me?
Yeah, it kind of it's how most like animals with like antlers or ram horns or something like that, they just bows their head and just bonk.
Am I able to tell if it's trying to attack me in this moment, or is it just like trying to be friendly?
You really don't know, because if you were not a robot, you would be knocked on your ass. It put a decent amount of force on it, but it doesn't follow up like it's trying to attack you. More like a shove, if anything. Or an attempt to shove in this case.
He's saying.
Mind you, it doesn't have antlers either.
Are you saying we cannot be friends?
The deer looks up at you. I need you to make me a nature check.
Nature.
If the deer shakes his head, it's Jeff.
That's gonna be a blue collar 20.
Oh god! Oh my god!
Last you knew, deer eyes are not supposed to be like hollowed white.
It's a illusion.
Is it like clouded over hollow white, or is it like just there was never any pupil to begin with?
Like blind man white.
Gotcha.
Like it's got that like milky like white of almost like when a fish dies, how their eyes go milky white and there's no really color left in the actual eye.
They're like cataracts.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but for the whole eye. On both of them, as this deer is looking up at you.
Are you blind?
I'm gonna go pee real quick. Please don't start combat.
Well, I'll be honest, I won't be able to do combat tonight anyways. It's almost 1 a.m.
Well, that entirely depends on what happens. This might be combat, this might not.
I actively ask the deer if it is blinded or if it can see me.
It just stares at you.
would you be willing to communicate? As Tinkle will get down on one knee to show that he's not trying to be a threat.
Roll me an animal handling with advantage.
Okay. Explain how the fuck that happens.
All it takes is one thing.
So, you said with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For a second, I thought I heard disadvantage because I'm like, man, I got a 1 in a 20 on the die.
Well.
So yeah, not 20.
Grand total?
22.
So, as you take your knee, and you're now, like, eye level with this deer, you're noticing something abnormal. Besides the fact that this thing is built like a large cat. With the eyes, what normally you would notice to be like veins, they're like almost like a honeybee yellow. So all the veins are like honeybee yellow. That's around the eye that you would normally see, and then there are like, I don't know how to describe it, like a very pale white yellow, like a yellow baby room kind of like pale pastel yellow, just splotches on its arm, not arm, but shoulder and center body mass. Just splotches of it.
Please, stay here for a minute. I have something for you. I'll start to walk backwards, still facing the deer for the first, 5-10 steps back. Before I go retrieve the water pouch in a bowl.
Okay.
Don't you hate when you fail at walking while walking, and then you end up stubbing your toe trying to take a step?
So,
Yes.
What was the last thing you heard,
Yes.
Tori?
Something about the deer being milky white, or having milky white eyes.
Yeah, and then Tinkle took a knee to kind of like look closer. Where around the eyes you would normally see veins, like meeting where the eyelids are, it's like a honeybee yellow, and then on the actual fur itself, there's like splotches of like a pastel pale yellow.
I see. Alright.
I will go to offer the deer the bowl of water.
As soon as you're done pouring, it just takes its hoof and just flips the bowl over. And it kind of like lightly tilts its head to one side. You immediately know something's wrong because it's creepy how slow it does it.
I see. You are like the little one called Chart,
Damn, bro.
aren't you?
Damn, bro got rabies. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Chart, I'm gonna need you to make me a vitality resist.
Okay. Oh hell yeah, it's +5. Let's go. 18.
18?
18.
So, As you're watching this kind of go down,
Mm-hmm.
from a distance, you can literally see like little particles coming off of the yellow splotches, and it's beginning to make you drowsy as it's blowing in the wind. But you manage to fight it off.
Mm. You know what this calls for. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna take out. Oh, I forgot I had this. His bear trap from his his backpack. All right.
Oh no.
You're damn right. Oh no. You're damn right. Oh no.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh man.
He's gonna get down on all fours. You see that video of that one guy getting on all fours and just pretty much galloping at people?
No.
No? Hold
I
on.
can picture it.
Hold on. Okay, I'll send you 2 images. I want you to pick which one is worse.
I'm fucking horrified.
You ever drink someone's bones?
That's what Shark's about to do.
Oh no.
Yeah, where is it? Okay, hold on. Let's find the video.
So where are these 2 images?
Alright. More like little videos.
Huh? Oh.
Alright, so I'm assuming whatever this is that's happening, I'm unaffected because I am robot.
You can go ahead and choose which one is worse. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead. Pretty much charging on all fours at the location of the deer.
I feel like the second one is more comical.
You know what I think the worst part about is that though?
Huh.
He's keeping up. He's keeping up with that person.
Yeah. So either way,
But yeah, and so as soon as he gets close, he's gonna swing it. All right, and then he's gonna go ahead and strength check. Open up that bear trap.
okay.
There's a 14 get it.
Yeah, you got it open.
All right, cool. And then immediately throw it point blank into its face.
So as you hear this trap snap, you can watch as the teeth is digging into its neck. It is piercing through. It is tearing flesh. The deer damn near seems unfazed as it begins to bleed white.
Cool.
Okay. So I have another idea. Breath weapon, fire.
Tinkle's alarm is going off in this moment. Awaken, awaken. The deer is here, and it's not been shaken. Awaken, awaken. Deer's here, and it's not been shaken.
Just
It's high noon.
And like Fink just
followed
comes
by
out.
the sound of.
Like Fink comes out of her tent and she's like, "What in the name of Raymond Burr's Ruby Boxer shorts is going on?"
And as you're coming out, my alarm's still going off, and I'm drawing my sword.
And she's like, "That does it." And she's like, "Whatever it is, like, could someone please explain to me?"
So did So I take it, Fink, Chart, and Tinkle are the only ones with long rest benefits, right?
At the moment, no, Shart, not yet, because they need to finish their rest, but they're just on the last bit of their watch. So you have to be 8 hours of constant rest, but 6 of those hours need to be active sleeping. If that makes sense.
So,
Okay, but I imagine that Blue was up for long enough for, or Blue and Miss Bane were up long. Wilfred, fuck, Jesus Christ. Wilfred and Miss Bane were up long enough for Chart to get rest.
Wilfred fucks. I sure hope he does.
No.
Damn, bro.
Wilfred usually doesn't do anything sexual.
Damn, bro doesn't fuck.
He mostly makes fuck. He mostly just makes weapons.
Fair enough.
I mean, sure, I'd argue that Chart and Fink have long rest benefits.
Yeah, so Wilfred is presumably. I assume Miss Bane might also. I would assume it's
Oh,
either
Miss Bane's out cold.
Even with the alarm actively going off.
She's out cold. She could sleep through bombs.
You know what she can't sleep through?
Bruh.
I'll tell you what she can't sleep through.
A rock to the skull.
I just immediately with fucking Josh just the whistle just rape.
Oh no, I said a rock to the skull.
She just gets. Bye, Miss Bane.
Well, damn.
Defense mode activated.
I was about to be like, oh damn, oh no, the rock, it killed her. You can finish that?
The sword is actively drawn on chart.
Whoa, hey, hold on, I didn't even do anything. Not yet. Hold it!
You have placed a trap on the deer.
You just
The deer was my new friend.
I love how the deer is just standing there with the bear trap actively on its head like it's wearing a mask, and it's just unfazed as it's just pissing blood everywhere.
Last time I checked,
What happens?
those deer don't bleed white.
What the hell is happening?
That's not a deer.
Matters not. You attacked unprovoked.
So,
It provoked
so
me.
did he actually sound the alarm?
Yes.
Alright, Wolfred's gonna come.
The alarm's still actively sounding.
Oh god, please don't
Wolfred-
play it. I'm getting a migraine from it.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
Wolfred runs up behind,
Bro, I only had a 20% too.
What the hell? That's
and
fucking
then,
loud.
then all you hear is, as he blasts at the deer, seeing it, just, hell no.
Do you actually
That's
shoot the
no
deer,
normal
or
creature. Yes, Wolfred's going to shoot the deer.
rolled it?
Baller.
I would like to attempt to step in the way of the bullet.
Pyro, that is a 15 plus,
You-
what's my dexterity mod?
Probably won't be able to do that.
Also, you might not want to considering this does a decent chunk. Alright, that is an 18 with mods.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, I don't know that you want 3d8 piercing damage, bro.
Bro's bleeding.
True.
What's it called?
Icker?
No. Hold on.
Come.
Eggnog.
Oh.
Hold on. Whoa.
We're gonna ignore Pyro.
I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah, sounds about right. The only one bleeding come around here is none of them. None of them should be doing that.
Alright, we got an 8, a 5, and a 1.
14.
14.
So, as you just straight hip fire blast this deer, you put a decent sized hole in its shoulder, and it's just draining more white, but it's got like a very yellow tint to it. It's not pleasant to see. And again, the deer seems completely unfazed. Like, it's just standing there taking it, and it's just like, what's up, guys?
I'm going to put
And then
one
my
in...
Oh, good.
I want to put one in the creature's head. That is not a deer.
See, as you can see, deer are not like this. I've hunted many.
Pyro, if I get a nat 20, can I shoot it in the head?
I'd make that vote.
Right now, it'd be probably dead.
That is
They
an
don't
8.
bleed white. Not many things bleed white.
So you go to cock it back, and right as you go to pull the trigger, you watch as it kind of like does that very taunting jerk motion to like jitter you up a bit, and it actually like scares you a little bit because you did not expect this deer to do that very obvious, like taunt, like jerk forward kind of motion.
So did I fire or not?
You kind of flinched, so no, you didn't fire.
And now Tinkle's sword is pointing at Wilfred too.
Yeah, all the way across the way.
Actually, Wilfred ran up to
Oh.
them.
Yep.
Because he couldn't. He did see what he needed to be shooting at. So he decided to figure out what it looked like. Because he suffers no close range disadvantage. Because I got that gunna feet, bitch.
Very nice. But yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice I tend to take that on every character I have who has a gun.
Bet.
It's not even optional. It is a must-have. Because I also get to ignore reloading. For the reloading property.
Hell yeah. Yep. Tinkle's sword is now pointed at you. Please do not attack my friend.
That thing should not be your friend.
It pushed you. And it breathes. There's obviously basis for killing it.
That is no ordinary creature.
That is not a deer. Deers don't bleed white. And they die, usually after I put the bear trap on their head.
Or after one of my guns is fired at them.
Or after I
Now,
put the bear trap on its head.
Granted, this is one I've been
It should be dead.
workshopping.
I'm upset. It should be dead. He's just standing there pointing at it. It should be dead. Be dead.
Tinkle's gonna turn toward the deer. Are you okay?
Are there any rocks on the ground, Pyro?
Judging by the expression of there's a couple stones. Judging by the way that the deer is just,
Ooga booga that motherfucker.
it doesn't even look phased.
Alright. So, you see, here's what we're gonna do. I thought about firebolt.
I thought about it.
Alright,
Firebolt.
cool.
Delete that motherfucker. Disintegrate.
I'm also
Alright.
gonna try to remove the trap from its head.
Make me a strength check.
Straight strength.
Hey, Pyro. 30-21 on the firebolt.
Yeah, that hits.
19 on the strength.
That is a 9 for damage on the firebolt.
Gotcha. So, Tinkle manages to remove the bear trap, and you're noticing that it's just bleeding profusely. Just this white liquid with like a yellow tint to it ever so slightly. It's like adding a singular drop of yellow food coloring to a gallon of milk and then shaking it up. With your firebolt, it leaves some pretty serious burning on the backside of this thing. And you're watching as the splotches kind of like, the yellow splotches on its fur kind of like curdle.
That's nasty. I just took a drink of water as you said that. God damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
That was poorly timed on my end. However, it's fucking disgusting. I'm gonna hit it with firebolt again. I have unlimited firebolts.
We'll do it.
Yeah, thanks. Just wonder, like, what is going on?
I have a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 2 firebolt damage.
Yeah, so you just hit it in the same spot again, and at that point, a small portion of its fur will catch actual fire.
Tinkle is now very upset, and he will throw the bear trap at Wilfred.
Reflex check, yeah.
So
that is a dirty 18, 15 plus 3. Also, I would argue that he does... What does he... Yeah, he should roll to hit since that's a thrown weapon, especially with disadvantage since that's an improvised thrown weapon.
So Fink is just like, what is going on out here?
And I don't think Tavern Brawler doesn't apply to thrown weapons, does it?
I don't know. I don't really see anyone take it enough to use it. But yeah, Fink will walk up and they'll just see this deer with very obvious holes in both its shoulder and several spots around its entire neck. And it's just gushing out this like white liquid with a yellow tint while there's like yellowish splotches of fur on its back and a very obvious burn mark on its back right hip.
And Fink's like, okay, if you're gonna get the wildlife addicted to bath salts, you gotta tell me first.
Wilfred's gonna try and hit this bitch with another firebolt.
Go for it.
I am once again hitting it with 14.
Alright.
We got a 7 on the firebolt damage.
So
What is it that you needed me to roll for the bear trap, though?
it's a disadvantage ranged attack if you're trying to throw it.
And I did still
Okay,
get an
yeah.
18 on my deck save.
On the reflex check, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I ain't hitting.
Or Dark Souls
That
roll out of
would
the way.
be 7 total.
So
Wilfred literally just drops to the ground and then pops back up.
So when you throw the firebolt, it catches it in the shoulder, the same spot that you had straight blown a hole into.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch the flesh literally begin to melt slightly.
Can I get an invite back, please?
Should be able to join straight. I was
Alright,
at
give
friends.
me yours. Don't let Ethan and Matt find out.
But the more you guys keep throwing all these attacks at it and just watching it constantly just bleed and start to form a puddle in the ground, and how it's just simply unfazed by everything, you begin to wonder.
So Fink puts on her glasses, her goggles again, and casts Detect Magic.
You come up empty-handed.
Okay, so no magic on this one.
Nope. Other than the very obvious spots of where Firebolt was casted upon it.
Pyro does a 10 hit.
That'll whiff. So that one will
Alright,
kind of stray off.
Yep. Well, that's gonna start a forest fire. Anyways, I'm gonna raise the rifle again real quick.
So Fink just looks at this thing and notices all the damage it's taken, and she's like, "Guys, I don't think this thing is going to give you the satisfaction of killing it."
I want to kill it.
I don't think it will. I don't even really think it cares. Has it been hostile at all? Did it attack you?
It breathed.
It did not attack.
I want it dead.
So why are you filling it with holes?
Because I want it dead. Did you not hear me? I want it dead.
Tinkle's gonna start ignoring them and try to investigate this
So-
creature, see if it's actually a creature or if it's something more like him.
Yeah, make me a nature check.
So
Nature?
Fink is,
Yeah.
yeah. Fink is looking around too. She's like, "There's got to be more to this than just this deer."
Is a 17.
17.
No,
Now
I'm
that-
sorry, 18.
Okay,
18.
So the more you're looking at this deer and you're noticing the patterns in it, and it's just lack of emotion, lack of any kind of pain receptors, the color of its blood, the splotches, it just now dawns on you. This is a severely infected deer with blight.
Cool. Forgive me, friend. I tell the deer as I go to, first I'll pet it, and then I'll attack it with my sword.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
Nat 20, he slices it in half.
Ugh. Intentionally going for a quick kill, try to remove the blight. Let's see.
I don't know what.
Where
blight
is the,
Imagine a necrosis process, but instead of, like decaying, it's more of like
plus 5?
like a parasitic possession.
I see. I assume we're all infected now due to having been in its presence.
No, it takes a lot to become one with a blight. You can be hit with, you can take blight damage. Like say someone casts a spell on you that does direct blight damage that can cause you to become blighted. But it takes a lot for you to reach this point. Like this deer has pretty much is stage 4 blight. It is no longer alive, and the blight that is in its bloodstream is the only thing keeping it around.
So I lucked the fuck out. It's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, you straight chop its head off. It kind of rolls around. The deer will the body will do the motion of where it's gonna run off, crouch down. The minute it does the motion, try to do that prance, jump off, and just immediately just what would be faceplant and just flop.
It stump plants.
Shit.
And Fink is like, "I suspect that whatever did this to that is around here somewhere."
I don't know what the hell was wrong with it, but I suggest we somehow dispose of it.
It was suffering from blight.
What is
Too
this?
late to save it. Blight, a diseased state. There is not much that this unit knows other than when it reaches that level, there is no turning back. Tinkle only wishes he noticed sooner.
I just wanted to.
It definitely does. However, sound like something you should not eat.
I wasn't planning on eating it. I only eat deer that bleed red.
Good.
I only eat things that bleed red.
I'm beginning to think someone put that there as an example, as kind of a warning.
You may be right, Tinkle says as he starts to dig a grave for his lost friend. You will be missed, Danby. You will be missed.
I'm just imagining he's just like digging like a fucking dog. He like kind of crouched down and just scooping his hands and kicking the dirt behind him.
Oh no, homie, he's using his fucking sword as a shovel.
I'm going to go finish sleep.
So you dig the hole after like a solid 30 minutes of digging.
Okay. I will then proceed to wrap the corpse and put it in the hole and bury the deer.
So you bury the deer, you cover it, there's now like a decent sized dirt mound right there.
Are there any stones nearby?
There's a fair amount.
Cool. I'm gonna grab one of those stones and make a tombstone for Danby.
Alright.
Here lies Danby. We did not know you long. However, we were the best of friends.
It headbutted you. I would not call that friendship.
You do not know Danby the way I knew Danby.
You just walk up to it.
Danby became my best friend in a mere matter of seconds. You see, as a little bit of engine oil comes out of the eye socket.
Christ.
No, it's oil. But good guess.
So Fink, what are you doing now?
Fink, at this point, she's like, so I guess I'm taking the next watch, huh?
Fink's not taking any watches.
Like,
The sun is almost up.
like, well, I left my ride back at town.
This one will help out the little one any way that I can.
Well, do you need me? I might continue my sleep. And get what little I can.
As I said, someone does not want us finding them, and they send this as a warning, an example, a grisly example.
Then they shall perish for doing this to Danby.
I don't think it's that serious.
Oh, we just went fucking metal.
I don't think it's that serious.
But it is.
Infected creatures usually just go without purpose.
I mean, I didn't want to attack it. It wasn't attacking us.
I wanted to attack it. It was boring.
Bruh.
Yeah, Fink doesn't want to fight things that aren't really attacking.
Do not blame.
Don't care. These claws are rated E. E for everything.
Like, you remind me of real estate spectators.
Don't know what those are. Either way, do you all need me? Or might I attempt to get some sleep? I would love the rest of it.
You all may sleep. I will continue watch.
All right. And she's like, take this dagger. Use it well. I sharpened it on a rock.
Thank you.
I'd rather use the rock. But that's just me. Good night. Well, good morning, everyone. He's gonna,
Yes.
He's gonna shuffle his happy ass over to the camp.
Oh, Lord. Alright, well. I'm about to say, I feel like this would be a decent place to call it.
Yes.
At least they made you laugh this session.
No.
Yes, it was hilarious. Here, I sharpened this on the rock.
I think I'd rather use the rock.